write all the scripts that I do on air at UTV, apart from the competitions. They're partly scripted, and then I put what we call the Julianisms into them. But no, I write all my scripts because it has to be the way I do it, the way I say it. The weather forecast would come to me and I would rehash that a bit to make it sound less formal and less, well, to put it more into sort of everyday words. Tonight's late movie presentation is the chilling supernatural thriller starring Donald. You see, that's why you've got to rehearse. Of course, because I work on television, I'm asked to host a lot of events, be at a lot of events, and work at a lot of events. Like, you can find yourself doing things like fashion shows, car launches, hosting variety shows, Stop the Run, hosting conferences, Stop the Run, hosting graduations, Stop the Run. Some of them are right hard work, you know, but I mean, this is what the bread and butter is and helps to keep the wolf from the door. But I, thank goodness, enjoy the majority of it all. Of course, my dear friend Tracy, who has the top model agency in Ireland, the Style Academy Model Agency, she is involved in fashion up to here. So, sort of by default, and because I'm friendly with her, I go along to an awful lot of fashion events. And also, I host a lot of fashion shows. Right now, I've just come from the Europa. And before that, I was doing my travel agency work today. So it's been fairly hectic enough. And I did an event last night in the Dunadry for First Choice Airways. That was a night of West End hits they were doing. And so that was a late night too. So I'm sure I'm looking a little bit fraught and baggy round the eyes, but sure, what can you do? As well as hosting the show, you see, you turn out to be sort of doorman and director and bouncer as well. But sure. So you're going to come upstairs and see the ladies getting on them. I know you're going to like that. Oh, God almighty. I didn't realize they'd done that. There's a glimpse of beautiful ladies in there. We'll give the boys a thrill and show that, oh yeah, see? And this is the hunky dudes down here. All pursed lips and pouts, but they're basically very nice guys. You see, this is the way I want to look. Look, this is Stephen. This is the way I want to look. Isn't it awful that the world's divided? He looks like that and I look like this.
I'm sure you look like this when you were my age, you know?
Oh my God. That's the way it goes. It's the way you looked when I was your age. Well. Generally, what I try to do with scripts, if I get them in time, is transfer them to cards and write big on the cards so I don't have to wear the glasses. But unfortunately, this script tonight is like a test to be a speech therapist, you know? I mean, just wait till you hear this. This is the pièce de la résistance of the whole thing. I'm going to tell you, you should hear. Now, here we go. We have handpicked the key elements of the season's best looks from Even and Brandt, Bruno Antonini, Just Be, Nougat, Esteve, and Emitz, making it easy to create up-to-the-minute catwalk looks that flatter in sizes 8 to 18. I mean, what names? Why could there not be like McGlinchey or McFetridge? Okay. Yes, the toilets will be out about. These are the last two to use the toilet. That's good, that's good.
Where are these people coming from? Can someone tell everybody not to be...
This is the final call for the toilets. Those of you who are using the toilet are now asked to get off them and return to your seats. Final call for the toilets. It's like being back at Air Canada. I've become alive in front of a live audience, and on the night we did the fashion show here, I come on, I say, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's lovely to see you all here on behalf of the charity. You're very welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you. My goodness me, the show hasn't even started, and look at the style we've got all around us tonight.
Now, what I did was I finished up running round this whole balcony area in front of the models, saying, this is coming as Evelyn Brant, it's beautiful, these are the colours of autumn, blah, 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 and running around and telling people, which some people wouldn't have quite been able to get away with. But because it was me, I got away with it, and it added to the show. When in doubt, act the lig, and it'll always get you through.
Okay, let the fashion begin.
Well, as far as the standard of the models was concerned on the night of the show, of course, it was Style Academy models who are the greatest. Some of Tracy's girls are working all over the world, and they look absolutely fabulous. And they really add to the event of a fashion show. And of course, the clothes were beautiful, and the whole presentation of doing it here in Café Vaudeville was a wonderful idea.
You can't mistake my biology. The way that we talk, the way that we walk, it's there in our thoughts. The magic numbers that bother me. The way that we talk, the way that we walk, so easily caught. You can't mistake my biology. The way that we talk, the way that we walk, it's there in our thoughts. We're gonna cause a controversy. The way that we talk, the way that we walk, so easily caught. Why not fool me, feed me, say you need me without wicked games? Come on, hold me, help me, say you love me, and I'm a dirty brain. Why don't fool me, feed me, say
I mean, people seem to think that I'm working all the time. I'm either on TV or I'm out hosting something or being at something. And there are periods of my life where maybe for 2 or 3 weeks I'm working every day at something, either during the day or at night, or sometimes both. Sometimes I'm doing 2 or 3 things a day. But there are periods of maybe, you know, where I set aside in my diary and I go off for 9 or 10 days, as often as I possibly can.
Your love lifted me higher than I've ever been lifted before. So keep it
There you
up,
go.
quench my desire, and I'll be at your side forevermore. You know your love keep on lifting higher, higher and higher. I said your love keep on lifting.
I do work for Knock Travel at Ballyhackamore. I do 3 days a week there. I do public relation events for them, and I work in the office. And that's what that keeps me grounded, because that's where I started in the travel industry. I love the travel industry, and it also keeps me up to date with what's going on in the travel industry, because I like to be abreast of all the airline information and all the tour operators information and all the ferry information, so I know what's going on.